Okay, hello everyone. I am Gandare, and GGBay's internet was misbehaving, so I'm going to start and maybe do this whole game on my own. Who knows? So he will be back if/when he's able to. We are at the champion select screen for the finals now, and in the finals we are going to have. Let me get the names updated here. We'll just take a couple of moments. We are going to have Clueless versus Wine and Cheese. That moment when you have to type black text on a black background and have no idea if you're doing it right or not. Clueless versus Wine and Cheese for the finals. And are the bands just not showing up for me? Because I don't... I'm about to not see bands, so you need to screenshot this stuff. Well, this is interesting. Unless these guys are just like opting out of banning entirely. That could be a thing. Let me find out. See if I can confirm that they're really just giving up bans, or if my client's just not showing them, because there have been some client errors. We will see. Who has the last ban? I'm waiting for whoever has the last ban to just throw down one ban just to like screw everything up. I like the Super BM game name that they made that I will not disclose. It looks like I have nothing to commentate because, I mean, if you don't ban anything, that just leaves all of the good champs open. So we're going to see, like, Mao, Zyra, J4, like, everything. Guys, you can't PM me during the show. I can't answer. Is this going to be an infinite loop? Zero? Oh, look at that. Look at that. What? How? Did you see that? Who else saw that? That was dirty. I called that. Wait until the people at the very end throw down one ban. I saw that coming. Like I had foresight or something. Look at that. Get wrecked. Where's your Maokai at now? Maokai, the only champion banned. So he's the only one we will not see. The other 100-something champions are all available. There will not be Tree. This is going to be awful to record into my statistics later, so thank you guys for your continued unsupport of the stats project. We see a Malzahar, strangely, as the first pick, because I have no idea why they picked Malzahar first. I apologize in advance for the commentary level. It has tanked because I don't know what's going on here. So we have one ban, it's Mal. The other 5 bans have been completely forfeited. And Wine and Cheese's team, being the last ones to ban, decided to ban Maokai at the last second, knowing that all the other 3 bans had been forfeited and they were the only ones that had access to any bans. Malzahar was the first one to be picked up. That's actually really surprising because there's so many other characters that are available right now, like, I don't know, J4, Zyra, other stuff, that he decides to go for a Malzahar, who, while Malzahar is a good pick, he don't necessarily see him in that cheesecake tier of champions. Over on the other side, we see Zyra and Alistar both being picked up. Both champions being ones that are regularly represented to be in competition as being really strong picks. Malzahar is strong, but very squishy. We're seeing a Yasuo. People's Yasuo is great. People's actually all-around good player. You can put that guy behind pretty much any champ, and he will do an okay job with it. We'll see what a Parkhurst decides to pick. What could it be? There are so many options. There's that J4 I was talking about. J4 available is going to be picked. And let's see what they decide to run over here. His feat's going to go with Annie, Cat, LeBlanc, Urgot, Jax. Those are just some characters that he plays. Also, it's really weird to see Kraug on a team without Lurch. Not sure I'm ready for that. Corval without the 34 in his name. We will see. Oh, Warwick, he does play that too, that's right. I forgot Warwick was a champion. I'm kidding. I remember he's a champion. But we don't often see Warwick in competition. Warwick's a durable character, but he suffers from the same problem that Xin Zhao suffers from, or Nocturne even, is that he kind of has to run at his opponent. And while he does have really good movement speed for chasing down people who are damaged, sometimes engaging with a Warwick can be a little bit difficult. We see Pantheon picked up as well. Pantheon is just, he's been a solid pick. Stun, durable, kills people. There's really not a lot to be said other than he's just strong. With a G. Strong. We're seeing Fizz. Maybe Wolfer is going to take that down in the bottom lane and wreck some face with it. And it looks like Jujube is back, so let's see if we can get him in here. And Bobilius in the chat. I raised the Nocturne does not always have his ult up, so yes, he does have to run at people.
Hello?
Hey, what is up, Silence? This is Jujube.
There we go. Alright.
Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, well, internet seemed to barf and...
You gotta get that brawny paper towel and, just wipe that up.
Yeah, I should just clean it up. I mean...
Megabits all over the floor.
There's a piece of corn there. Man, where did the corn come from? I didn't eat the corn.
I don't know.
Alright, but yeah. Glad that my internet's back and hopefully it doesn't barf.
Well, welcome to the show. I don't know how much you caught, but there were like no bans, and then at the last moment, the team that had the last ban did decide to drop a ban. We see a whole bunch of picks. We're seeing BB Vayne, and it's nice to see a BB Vayne. BB Vayne's going to actually work really well up against both Warwick and Alistar. It's really useful against those two champions. One of very few that can chew through tanks with any kind of efficiency. Seeing Wolf Fizz, likely going to see that versus whatever Corval ends up with. Can we see any trades? Might not. It could be Fizz versus Malphite down there.
Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting matchup. Malphite and Fizz. Fizz will try and do as much damage, and Malphite will try and take as much damage, but it's gonna come down to who can survive longest and who has the better team rotations. Because both of them are pretty susceptible to ganks. Malphite, once he's in the middle or just past the middle into the enemy territory, he has a tough time getting out, especially since he has to blow the flash or his ultimate to get out. Meanwhile, for Fizz has a lot of escapes. His Playful Trickster and also his Urchin Strike. He can just Urchin Strike to someone, then Trickster out, and he'll be safe. And combine that with Flash, he has just a whole lot of area to cover with those spells.
I take a look at these two team comps. We have Parkhurst with Jarvan, and that's going to work really well with Peoples' Yasuo pick. And Half-Hearted, it's nice to see Half-Hearted on AP for a change. He has been playing a lot more AD champs recently in competition. At least it feels like that to me. I haven't actually counted yet. And Malzahar puts out a lot of damage, really good zoning. Tends to be kind of fragile, though they don't really have any champions in particular that are just going to dive through and wreck his face. I mean, yeah, they don't really have anything that can just like walk in and blow Malz up. No really powerful assassins or anything like that. Yes, an argument can be made. Oh, well, Pantheon can go in and chew him up, but Pantheon's going to have to walk through a lot of damage, or he's going to have some really amazing Skyfall positioning combined with someone else's like inattentiveness.
Yeah, and just looking at Wine and Cheese's comp compared to Clueless's comp, Wine and Cheese, they have the Zyra and Alistair, which they really like to run, and Krog with that Pantheon. It's pretty much their comfort picks, but then again, I see BB Pop on Vayne, and I remember seeing BB Pop on Vayne for the first time, and man, was I blown away.
I miss BB Vayne. It's so fun to watch BB play Vayne.
He's like, it's an amazing Vayne. You just never expect it. Like, you just see him all over the place, shooting silver bolts at everyone, and getting those kills. It's just amazing. But Wine and Cheese, they do have a pretty good lockup comp, since they have Feedski with that Warwick as well as Krog with the Pantheon. If they're able to get in on BB's gonna blow up really quick, especially since they will lock him down, and Alistar and Zyra can just follow up with their spells, and it's just gonna be BB's gonna be in a tough time. But Peoples and a Parkhurst, Jarvan and Yasuo, they're gonna be potentially everywhere. They're gonna, like, if they dive onto the enemy team, or they can use their skills defensively, it's going to help BB, because they're going to have a lot of time to save, and it's going to be a close game. I think this is going to be a close game 1.
I agree with what Karaith said in the chat, is that if Peoples went with Lulu, then BB would become a death machine. And it's really true. If you pair Janna or Lulu, particularly Lulu, I think Lulu's a little bit better at it, with a Vayne or Kayle or something like that, it's completely ridiculous. All right, we are entering the loading screen. And we are there now for the finals of DominionTelevised number 4. It is going to be Clueless up against Whine and Cheese's team. Clueless's team, we have Half-Hearted playing as Malzahar, TG Popples playing as Yasuo, Parkhurst playing as Jarvan the Fourth, BB Pop playing as Vayne, and Wolfer playing as Fizz. I am one half of your commentators. I am Gander, and commentating with me is...
It's GG Bay, and after my internet had a little bit of a barf, I'm back, and we have Wine and Cheese, Practice Yellow, playing that Zyra. Infernal Alistar rocking with him is Afro Dynasty, Big Bad Warwick with the Feedski, Dragon Slayer Pantheon on Krog, and the Obsidian Malphite down at the bottom with Corvo.
They did a really good job with the Dragon Slayer Pantheon skin. I'm going to keep saying it.
It looks good, the splash art, but in game I just don't like it. I don't like the in game how they made it look. But I'm looking at the Commando Jarvan, and man, did Riot.
Oh, that? Yeah.
I like it how they changed the skin art. It's much better, in my opinion. Looking at all the clients' skin art, China's skin arts for the champions are the best.
I feel like they're a lot cleaner, and there's a lot less fuzz on them. And that's what I really like about them.
Like, I saw the Nightblade Irelia one. Oh, man, that brings back memories of when I played Irelia, and as an Irelia main. It brought back so many memories.
Do you remember like Irelia being released? Like, whoa, this game's starting to get old, dude. You've been here for a minute.
It is. Like, I played since the time. Who was it? Trying to think. When did I play? I played in beta. I lost that account. Got back into the game when Maokai was released, and I played Nocturne mid. those were the good days when Nocturne's ult covered the entire map. I'd just play him mid and build like 3 Infinity Edges or 3 Phantom Dancers or 3 Bloodthirsters, and man, I'd be 3-shotting everyone. I didn't even build a Last Whisper. I just went flat AD Nocturne and I'd do tons of damage, and man, it was so much fun back in the old days.
Yeah,
now his ult is just...
I agree with that statement. It's just
It's not fun.
Not what it used to be. Still real solid though. And at the top, we have that initial AoE stuff being thrown down by Half-Heart. That's a very precise technical term, but I'm sure you could understand that. BB getting a little bit of chip damage in. Half-Heart already pretty low on mana. He's kind of throwing it down. He's not really getting a lot of damage out of it yet. Afro Dynasty's health going to plummet right off the bat. Krog being chased down. He is literally on fire from that Ignite. That is barely going to live. And BB, whoa, with the really aggressive flash forward, is going to take down Pantheon. Feetsky running away. Half-Heart is going to tag him. BB going to chip away at him a little bit. And Feetsky is going to get clobbered and sent right on back to the summoner platform.
Oh.
And, ooh.
Does not connect the combo.
No, not quite.
But I just realized it's Wolfer up at top and not Peoples.
Yeah, that's something I was going to wait a few moments to point out, but that's a little bit of a change of pace. Wolfer does top lane as well, guys. This is something to remember. And Peoples plays every position in the game. He's a lot like Sauron in that regard. Sauron can kind of go anywhere. Peoples can kind of go anywhere. You know, them historically, those two being the top players at their respective times in competition. And People's going for a recall already. He's going to have a Yasuo down in the bottom lane up against Malphite, and I'm really curious to see how that turns out. Afro Dynasty leading the charge in for his team. Takes a lot of damage right up front. BB sticking it to him. BB by himself. BB tumble. BB run away. BB, I'm scared for you, BB. BB, please. We'll see if he's going to be able to survive or not. Crowd can't get in Aegis range. No, he finally manages to connect. And that condemn flash pause combo is going to give us a nice sepia tone screen to look at.
Yeah, that flash and the condemn that pretty much helped Krog just get away right there. But BB does have the movement speed, so he is going to be potentially chasing and getting the kill. Meanwhile, if we look at the map, even though the pause is going on, wonder what that's all about. And
well, we will have an update as soon as we have an update. We're seeing Yasuo going for the Zeal first, and Yasuo does benefit extremely well from crit. Not surprising to see him rolling for that. And we are seeing a Hexdrinker first on Jarvan, and that kind of makes me a little bit curious. I mean, now the Hexdrinker damage shield that it gives is a lot larger comparatively to your health pool and the incoming damage at this point in the game than anywhere else. So it's a nice early game buy. But he is sacrificing, what could potentially be a brutalizer in that same spot. And Corvul wants to connect with BB. Is silenced. Wolfer running interception has the Storm Shield ticking down. Feensky takes a swipe out of him. And gets some free money from that plant.
It's going to be...
Right?
They're probably going to just now start going back into... I'm trying to remember the name. Dang, what was it? Clueless. Yeah, for Clueless, they're gonna just try and look for an opportunity now to just move around the map, because the later the game goes, the more damage that both Peoples and BB will be able to do, and the Parkers will be able to become a big tank. But meanwhile, for Wine and Cheese, they have a fairly good late game as well, especially since most of their team is really tanky. Down at bottom, just a little bit of an exchange, but meanwhile, up at the mid, Feetsky and Wolf are tagging each other, and Vayne pops that ult. BB, you popped the ult, but you seem to be running away with it, and he's zoned out by the plants. Zyra's plants just providing a lot of zone pressure. It's just too much for Clueless to handle. Double kill goes over to Krog, and they do pick up the return kill on that auto attack from Half-Fired to Malzahar, and they're gonna pick up the kill onto BB. BB does go down thanks to a nice headbutt auto, and Whine and Cheese just taking the commanding, just dominating that fight right now. And that example of the fight of where BB was in one area and Zyra just placed 2 of her plans and her ultimate. BB can't move onto that area. It shows how much zone control that Whine and Cheese have with their comp, especially since if BB moves in that area, or anyone like Wolfer, a Parkers, or even Half-Hearted, they move into that AoE or the area of zone and they get caught out, it's gonna be doom for them. They're gonna get knocked up, they're gonna get CC'd, locked down, you name it, it's probably there.
The setup. Afro Dynasty catches BB, airborne's BB, snares BB, stuns BB. BB goes back
dead.
to the summoner platform. Bad things happening to BB.
Oh, he revives.
And he is on his way back to the fight now, using that revive trinket, pressing his forward key or whatever respective keybind he may have. Chips at Feetsky a little bit. Feetsky just now has Infinite Duress come off cooldown. Could have used that to trap BB there, but did not have it for a couple of seconds. BB's going to do a little bit of yard work there, a little bit of landscaping. And Wolfer takes a little bit of damage from Feetsky. Feetsky backs off. And he actually uses his Hunter's Call, and that's going to be down for a little bit here.
It's not that big. Hunter's Call is just giving the attack speed, but it's gonna just be down. But by the time the next fight ensues,
it looks like they're gonna have enough time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, down at bot, Peoples is pushing up hard against Corval, and Corval is taking a lot of damage. His point is nearly completely gone. He's gonna need some backup.
That Cataclysm was sick.
Oh.
Unfortunately, though, things seem to not be going so well for them. Did catch a lot of people in that Cataclysm, but unfortunately, they got the worst end of the trade. It's like a GameStop trade.
Yeah, practice yellow on his... Their comp really is working well around the Parker's Jarvan. Not only is it providing a lot of zone, but when Parker's jumps in on that Cataclysm, his team is going to be focusing everyone in that area. So it's a small confined area, and not many people can get out of that area.
Ooh, good
Wolfer
stun from
chipping
BB
down.
Against Practice Yellow.
Practice Yellow goes down. Nice stun from BB, and Wolfer just providing the consistent damage. But Feetsky does have that ult. Oh no, never mind. He does not have it. Just going to be down for a couple more seconds. Yeah, just in a couple of seconds he'll have it back up. But here comes Afro Dynasty. He's probably just going to look for a zone. A Parkers and Wolfer setting up in the back, and they're going to force Whine and Cheese off the point for a good amount of time and get the point back in Clueless's favor.
And with that under their control, we have Whine and Cheese cutting around in the center of the map, moving around the Speed Shrine. A Parkhurst. Ooh, is he going to be able to get away? He got to the other side of that fight. No, Crowd. Interception. Throws down the exhaust. I'm absolutely determined to take him out. Pantheon picks him up with that passive crit ability that he gets. And is able to take him down. Half-Hearted is floating away, but not floating fast enough that he's not going to have his flight canceled.
I'm looking down at bot, and oh wow. Peoples and Corval were just going at it, and Peoples was able to take Corval down in the Infinite Duress, lands onto BB. BB pops the ultimate and is forced to back away. Final hour was used, and he had to burn his flash as well. So that's going to be down. So that's going to be a good amount of time before they can re-engage, because with that flash being down, it's just going to... Feetsky will have his ult before. Afro Dynasty will be able to have his combo. Practice Yellow has his flash and ult, and Krog has his flash and stun available. So if another fight breaks out soon, BB could be looking for some trouble. He's going to get caught out really quick. Nice root lands onto BB. BB going to get knocked up by the ult. Oh, Krog just waiting in the bush. Gets the Aegis and stuns. Nice flash over the wall into point range. That's going to help him take down a Parker's. A Parker's taking down real low. Never mind. Does go down in the end. Just barely any HP. Feetsky trying to get the swipe. Does not get it. Oh, nice combo. from Alistar, and Alistar just oh my gosh, the half-hearted ultimate just holding Feetsky down. Feetsky is in a really bad spot. Once he gets CC'd and marked with any of the healing reduction, it's not going to look good. Fizz is doing whatever he can. Wolfer marking him with that Seastone Trident, reducing the amount of healing Feetsky can get from his Q and auto attacks is just hurting him. But as I'm saying that, Wolfer, you're going to trigger... Oh, you finally go down. And the ult is popped. Half-Hearted does live thanks to BB coming in, getting the tumble shot off. Afro Dynasty going to go down... Oh, never mind. Oh, nope, he does go down in the end.
Malefic Vision's not able to take him out. Parker's going to dive away from that. And Peoples loses control of his tower because he was too busy taking control over Malphite's tower. Almost killed him twice in a row without backing, but he did miss 2 of his Steel Tempest Airborns.
Oh, Corval lands a nice knock-up. The Unsolvable Force was just not enough, and Peoples does pick up the kill down at bot. But from that, I believe that, yeah, he used Flash and his ultimate as well, so Corval won't have those 2 up for a good amount of time. But meanwhile, they were able to take the bot point back. So after being pushed in, Peoples was finally able to take his point back, and they're gonna blue team is gonna regroup and try and get this windmill.
Practice Yellow, look at the damage from that Storm Shield Mouse, taking him a good third off of Practice Yellow's health there. Nice airborne from Afro Dynasty, but the follow-up is a little bit slow. No one able to capitalize on it quite yet. Fight breaks out, up to the top, dive through to Pantheon. Fizz able to pick up the KB before being defeated by Warwick. Feetsky is able to get back, pick up that health relic, to keep him in the fight for a little bit longer. He has plenty of mana. There's the lockdown. Practice Yellow. Parker's picks it up. Half-hearted in the fight. Back at the summoner platform, though. Sent there, courtesy of Zyra. And Peoples once again running over Malphite. Malphite just getting sculpted down here from all that critical strike damage.
Yeah, Peoples is now just able to destroy Corval down at bot. But at top, that was a great fight going in favor towards Clueless. But it's going to be looking close unless Whine and Cheese could do something and get their bot points back and taking control of it. It's gonna look like Clueless will be able to take the game really soon.
Alright. And People's doing a good job at the bottom lane of being able to control 1.5 towers at all times. With his... Malphite really has not been able to do much to him all game.
Yeah, Malphite has only been able to poke at Peoples down at bot, but meanwhile, oh, nice condemn from BB connecting that condemn and was able to just get it on the tip. Here comes Krog, he's popping that ultimate. Oh, nope, does not complete the Grand Skyfall, cancels it. And I just realized it does 700 magic damage at level 2. Dang, that's a lot of magic damage if you went AP Malphite. People's down at bot, pops the ultimate, last breath. Oh, the Unstoppable Force only hits a minion. Corval making a mechanical error right there, and People's just walking away with another kill.
And ooh, Krog on his way down to the bottom part of the map. And it looks like Peoples has a big enough lead that he is going to be able to just walk away and not get tagged by Pantheon there. Zyra, though, I think that situation spoke for itself.
Yeah, Clueless right now, they have the commanding, they have like commanding control over Whine and Cheese. This was the problem that Whine and Cheese are facing right now due to their comp. Since now that Clueless is able to get rolling, and since Peoples is doing a lot of damage down at bot, it's forcing Whine and Cheese to put some of their pressure bottom, but also that it's ruining their mentality in like a way that they see that their bot laner died and it's not looking good for their top. Oh, BB nice flash, just dodges it. Practice Yellow does go down in the end, and they're gonna take this drill point, so it's gonna be a 5 cap unless
People's gonna eat this. People's gonna eat that.
Yeah, he had to eat it. There would have been enough time.
It doesn't matter if your Pantheon ult lands.
He just takes him down. Peoples is just right. What does he have? Let me look at this.
Oh, he has the standard Yasuo build, a static shiv and pen.
Last Whisper, yeah. All he needs is a Van Dam's, and he's going to be doing tons of damage. But Malzahar does go down in the end. They're Wine and Cheese. They need to start using their comp like properly. Like, I'm not saying they're not using it properly. I'm just saying they need to use it more efficiently. They need to use their CCs, lock down the important carries, and time it right. They can't be using it willy-nilly and just running around amok. Right there, BB does go down. Nice use of People's ultimate. Last Whisper lands onto 2, and he's just dashing around, but it's not enough. Dashing through like 3 of the teammates is not good. 3 of the enemies, and not being able to get anywhere. He does go down in the end, but it's still a 4 cap for Clueless, and Clueless is just going to continue dominating unless Wine and Cheese can do something about it.
We're gonna get the neutral over here. Ooh, BB! BB, you are damaged, sir. Krog, though, is going to be defeated. Good backup from his allies. Going to keep BB alive. BB going to go for the recall there and not put himself in any more danger. He's going to come back full health and man. Everything should be okay. Half-hard moving up over here. Oh, he's going to catch Practice Yellow on the side. Nether Grasp interrupted by Afro Dynasty. Practice Yellow is going to be able to get back away. Chum the Waters lands, but it's not going to be enough damage to take. Parkers, what are you doing?
Parkers.
Parkers
Just wanted to kill.
Oh,
does go down the end. Half-hearted does go down with that Storm Shield. Puts some damage though. A lot of damage being dealt. And Krog, he's charging up his ult. Where is he gonna go? Jumps up. Oh, does not connect onto Wolfer. And he's gonna just chase him down. But dude, it's gonna be a 3-2 cap. And Wolfer's jumping back in. Parker's nice use of the Cataclysm. And I think I just called Krog Parker's for a good 2 minutes there. Whoopsie.
Yeah, he did. It looked like he got headbutted into the laser at the end there, by the way, which is pretty interesting. And Wolfer, the dive through for Practice Yellow is completely real at this point in time. And Wolfer not going to be able to make it out. BB coming around from the back, picking up the landscaping duty, cleaning up the bushes. Now all he's got to do is herd this cow, and is successfully able to do so. BB picking up the triple kill. And now Feedsky is the only one left alive.
Yeah, BB's Vayne, what is he at? He's at 10 and 5 right now. So he's not getting a kill a minute, but oh, nice use of the knockup from Corvo. Gets to Parker's, does not go. Parker's is brought down pretty low, but BB on the other hand, he's just doing free damage on the backside. BB, this is why his
He's
Vayne
shooting
is
a
probably
Malphite.
one of the
He's
best.
shooting a Malphite. This is an ADC against a Malphite. And Malphite gets away with Flash.
This is why BB's Vayne is always amazing to watch. Words can't describe how amazing it is. Like, he does a great job with his positioning as well as being able to deal a lot of damage. Nethergrass onto Alistar is interrupted thanks to his unbreakable will, and BB Pop does not pick up the kill onto Alistar, but will go back, and that's gonna be game unless there's no way that purple can't cap. Yeah, that's game.
That means that Clueless is going to win your first game with BB Pop and High Peoples just having a monstrous game. Peoples consistently down the bottom lane, controlling 1.5 towers, and BB, well, you saw what he was doing there.
Yeah, BB was being BB. But
although,
Peoples down
wrecking the bottom lane.
Yeah, that was good. The Clueless played really well. Even though their comp had that little iffy part at the very beginning, but they were able to regain their control and abuse the crap out of Wine and Cheese's comp.
Okay, we're gonna look at damage and stuff, but guesses for highest crit while we talk about everything else. Yeah, People's only 2 deaths there. Well, look at this: 11 kills, 0 assists. It's like, yeah, I got this. I got this under control. And looking at everybody else in the game, Warwick, Feetsky, double digit, like not double digit, but he's got 20 assists, so pretty solid. A lot of that is because Hunter's Call is amazing, and that tags everyone. So let's take a look at damage dealt. Half-Hard, Malzahar in the lead, 32,000 damage. Dealt 2 champions there.
People's dealing about, what was that, 28,000, and then Practice Yellow Zyra dealing 22,000. BB with 25,000.
Peoples is 3,100 behind from the bottom lane. That's pretty good. Let's take a look at time spent dead. And it's going to be Zyra with the highest amount of time spent dead, 190. And now let's take a look at that largest crit.
609.
609. This is going to be the highest one.
Yeah, Yasuo did not have a Van Dam. Well, let's see. I think he was. Yeah, he was working towards Van Dam. If he had built static Van Dam and then Last Whisper, probably could see a lot more crit damage.
We wouldn't have had the. He wouldn't have been working over Malf as much if he didn't have that Last Whisper, though.
Yeah, he needed the Last Whisper. He needed that, but he was able to do still lots of damage. If you saw, there were a couple moments in the game where Peoples was just randomly. You just see Peoples and Corvo go at it, and Corvo will just die, and Peoples will walk away like unscathed.
Okay, we are going to get the next game started soon-ish here. As soon as we have it ready for you, we will bring it to you. So just hang out, everybody. We will bring you Game 2 of the finals of this week's tournament.